Have you ever found yourself sitting on a couch on a Saturday afternoon, feeling perfectly content until you pick up your phone? You open social media and suddenly you are watching everyone else's highlight reel. Someone is on an epic vacation in Europe, someone else just got a massive promotion, another person is at a glamorous party, and as you sit there wearing your comfortable clothes, looking around your quiet living room, your stomach drops. A heavy thought enters your mind. My life is so boring. I am not doing enough. I am falling behind. Maybe you have felt this too. That quiet shift from peace to pressure without even realizing it. In an instant, the peace of your quiet weekend is gone, replaced by a heavy bag of comparison and pressures. Take a deep breath with me right now. Let your shoulders drop, because today we are going to look at the heavy bag of needing to be epic, and we are going to walk together and learn together how to fall back in love with our ordinary lives. Hello, dear souls, and welcome to episode 5 of the Weightless Weekend. I am Swamy Chitta, and this is Spiritual Veda podcast. Not just a podcast, a companion. We live in a world that constantly sells us the idea that good life must be an epic life. Maybe you have noticed this too. Like there's always something more you are supposed to be doing or becoming. We are told that we need to be constantly traveling, constantly achieving, and constantly upgrading ourselves. Society tells us that if you or your weekend consists of folding laundry, drinking a cup of tea, and watching a movie, you are somehow falling behind. We live our quiet routines as boring. But just pause for a moment, dear souls. What does boring really mean? Have you pondered on it or introspected on it? For many of us, boring simply means predictable. It means safe. It means nothing is breaking, nothing is urgent, nothing is demanding your energy in a painful way. Many listeners share this feeling. Sometimes when they go out, the same conversations repeat about clothes, vacation, achievements. Maybe you have felt that too, and somewhere your quiet space feels more real than all of that, right? When did a safe, peaceful, predictable day become something to feel guilty about? I don't think or see this as a guilt or boring. We spend so much time, dear souls, watching other people's fireworks that we forget the steady, warm glow of our own life. Well, that's very true. We forget our own glow actually. Maybe there is what, and this is where something quietly begins to change. Yes. And just like that, the peace you had a moment ago starts slipping away from your hands and from your mind. You begin to look around the same room, the same routine, the same quiet life. And now it doesn't feel enough. Maybe you have felt this too. Like You are supposed to be doing more, being more, living something bigger. And your quiet weekend starts to feel like something is missing in your life. Something is missing from you. But just pause with me for a moment. What if nothing is missing? What if this quiet, this ordinary, this simple moment is not a problem, but something you haven't fully noticed yet? Maybe what we call boring is just a life without noise. A life where nothing is breaking, nothing is urgent, nothing is pulling you apart. A day where you can sit, breathe, and simply be. When did that become something to feel bad about, dear souls? Just think about it. When did that become something to feel bad? Maybe you haven't noticed this too. Or maybe you have noticed this too. When you go out, people talk about the same things, same comparisons, same rush. And sometimes your quiet space feels more real than all of that. Think over it. What if your life already has everything it needs? What if the most beautiful moment today is not something you post, but something you quietly live? What if walking your dog, watering your plants, drinking your tea in silence, or listening to a music are not things you do in between life and those rushes, but are the life itself? Yes, they are the life itself. The mind looks for excitement, for movement, for something more, but the heart often just wants peace. And maybe what you are calling boring is actually peace without comparison, dear souls, without comparison. Think about a grand ancient tree in a forest. It does not try to be epic. It does not compare itself to the birds flying high above. It simply stands, rooted, steady, alive. It drinks the rain, feels the sunlight, and exists. And in that quiet moment, ordinary rhythm, it becomes something truly beautiful. And maybe your life is not missing something. Maybe it is simply quieter than what the world celebrates. What if your life is already a masterpiece, dear souls? Exactly as it is. The beautiful masterpiece. And what if the most meaningful moment today isn't something you share, but something you quietly feel within? The bliss within is not something which we can share on the social media. And all the moments, feelings, and joy are not to be for the social media. Wherever you are right now, your existence in itself is blissful. Yes, you are at bliss, dear souls, you are at bliss. For the rest of the weekend, my invitation to you is this: put down the heavy bag of comparison. When you catch yourself feeling like your weekend is too boring, I want you to stop. Look around your room, find one perfectly ordinary thing, and quietly say, "Thank you for it." Not to change anything, just to notice what is already here. In the rush of the life, we generally tend to forget or notice or ignore what's really existing around you. So, thank you for the quiet. Thank you for this moment. Thank you for the day with no emergencies, right? No urgencies, no emergencies. You don't need to be epic to be living a meaningful life. You don't need to prove anything. There is no test going on. You are just you. Be you. You need not to prove to anybody. Just be here. Give yourself permission to be ordinary. You do not need to be epic to be worthy of love. And you do not need to perform for the world to have a beautiful life. Put the heavy bag down, dear souls. Breathe in the quiet peace of right now. Thank you for joining me for episode 5 of Weightless Weekend. Before you move on with your day, please scroll down to the comments and tell me what is one perfectly ordinary, boring thing that you deeply love about your life. Nothing to prove, nowhere to rush, just this moment. Enjoy the quiet moments and start your day with a genuine smile. If you feel like sharing, let's gently notice these small things together. And if this episode brought a sigh of relief to your heart, dear souls, please hit the follow, subscribe button so you do not miss episode 6, the quiet relief of simply admitting I don't know, next weekend. Next week, we are unpacking the heavy bag of needing to have all the answers and discovering the profound, quiet relief of simply admitting I don't know. If you know a friend who is overly stressed by highlights or reels on social media, please share this audio with them today. I'll see you next weekend. Until then, have a beautifully ordinary, weightless weekend. This is Spiritual Veda podcast. It's not just a podcast, a companion. Take care. God bless you. And I love you all.